What's up, guys? It's Eskimo Quinn. Welcome to the Sideline Show. Guest starring. Well, don't go nowhere. Stay locked in. Cause it's gonna be a good one. Hope y'all enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm on the dirt. I put that bitch on my leg. I get the money on the leg. Smooth and pack through the mail. She give me bricks on the meal. I put that bitch on my leg. I get the money on the leg. She wanna fuck with the cash. She wanna fuck with the guys. You know I'm cool on the dudes. I put a lean on my sprite. She wanna fuck. I said alrighty. If you're not back, you ain't hit it all night. Love the rest and that pussy get wet. If she just down to me, I'm finna lie. She looking at me, man. I know that little bitch wanna fuck.
Yeah. He was in,
Even though he had the weirdest body shape I've
he was in the longest yard, right?
Oh, shit. I think so.
Bro, yeah, he had kicked the big dude, and he was like,
Was he like the big, like kind of like idiot?
he did that.
That was him?
No, he was the one that was playing ping pong. That's a great Kali, right?
Oh, I didn't see the movie.
But you never seen Longest Yard?
Nah,
Bro, we need to be recording. Is it recording?
It
Bro, you've never seen. Yo, that was wild.
No, I hate when people do that shit. It's like, oh, you haven't seen this?
Right.
You haven't listened to this music? Like, nah, nigga, we haven't seen.
Right.
Excuse me. Nah, bro.
Your
we haven't seen
experiences
all.
are our experiences.
Yeah, exactly. So stop trying to gatekeep. And stop trying to.
Gatekeep what? You can't even get in.
You're a gatekeeper right now.
I can't gatekeep something that you don't even know the
You're
address
doing it
to.
right. Okay.
You know, that was funny. You never seen that? That's probably like a. I think you have to like really be invested in Adam Sandler to know that one.
Oh, so he's an
I just know that
okay,
one.
that makes sense.
With Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
All right,
What's
J.
it?
Cole.
Fuck, we talking about musicians like.
No.
What you
I'm
mean?
talking about being ahead.
He like J. Cole?
Yes, bro.
I like a lot of
I
artists.
mean,
I like
J.
a lot of
Cole
artists.
isn't bad.
No.
I like a lot of artists.
He's not bad. It's just
I like
he's
a lot
just
of
not my
artists.
favorite.
For sure, that's okay.
But that's
okay,
his
but I like a lot of
idol.
artists.
No,
That's
that's your idol. That's your idol.
I would say
That's your
Gambino
idol.
is just like who he is as a person, like from actor, director, creative, and everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I
but
say
it's
idol.
Gambino.
Okay, I can't have someone like
I mean, but everybody, it's like it's hard to hate Gambino.
That's the first thing Kill said to me when he
Yeah.
met me.
When I
When
met
he like Childish Gambino, I was just like, bro, who are you?
Yeah, that was the first thing I ever said to Carrington. It's like, yo, this guy look like Childish Gambino, because that's when because the internet came out and Carrington's resting face is just like
I can see that.
he just
I can
looks
see
like
that.
Gambino.
What up? It's your boy C Murder, and we back on the sideline. This is season 2, actually. So you know the crew. Well, we actually got somebody new. So this is Q.
Call me Q.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. He's our special guest for this episode.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying. Then of course we got the boy Kales right here.
What's up? What up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's been a while, but we're back again with season 2.
Okay.
We have, as C Murder said, we have our guest star tonight.
Saint Murder.
What we got planned for y'all? Some different, something new, some we trying to what you say? We trying to change it up or trying to see?
I mean, it's different, but with a few new touches. We actually changed the background up for y'all, give y'all something to look at. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see the bright colors.
These are new too, right?
Yeah.
Clean, bro. That's clean. I'm not gonna lie. I walked in, I was like, ooh.
Appreciate it.
Yes. So with further ado, let's get into it.
Alright. So we're just gonna kick, this segment off with a couple questions. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a couple questions. Keep it simple, just about what he do. Just keep it simple. So, alright, first question. So what got you into music, bro?
Music? That's a good question. I feel like for a lot of us, music has been like a part of our lives our whole entire life. But like, I feel like if you wanna start making music or really getting into music, whether it just be curating or producing or whatever, I feel like there is like kind of one moment that happens. That didn't happen for me, but but it was definitely like a slowly progress. It was almost like I always loved music, and I think around like 2018, like I really started to listen to more music, and I started to fall in love with different genres and artists. But I had like other passions that I like, and I guess living life and kind of going through those passions one at a time and understanding what fits for you, you kind of settle on one that kind of you can see yourself doing, and you love and you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And music just came up, and it's always been in the background, but it's my love now.
Hey man, props. We all trying to figure out this thing called life together. What we don't like, what we do like. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm glad you figured. I'm glad you're doing something you like, bro.
For sure.
For sure. So what would you say your musical style is?
I mean, I'm into hip hop. I mean, it may not be like traditional hip hop, or I should say like pop hip hop, but I like hip hop, rap. as far as the music I make, for sure. You know,
Okay.
I really listen to like almost every genre, but yeah.
Okay. If you could pull off a different style of music, whether it be like, you know, because they got the hip hop or whatever. If you could do something crazy like that, what two genres would you try to mix?
Oh, it's easy, like rock and rap.
Oh shit. Okay.
Explain
sure.
why.
'Cause-
Rock and rap.
Well, like first of all, like if you listen to good like rock rap music,
Mhm.
like who pulls it off, I think really well. Like honestly, like my favorite artist recently, like Kenny Mason, his recent album Russ.
Yeah.
That shit kind of fire.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I'm not gonna lie,
Like
like
he's been trying to get me on to some
yeah.
people.
I don't know, I
mentioned
feel like he's
it
on the
before.
come up, but he's a good. He definitely mixes it well. But yeah, definitely rock. Mainly because like I did listen to so
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Explain to the audience, like where your sense of style came from.
since the style,
Yeah, like with music and things like that.
music.
Yeah.
Well, my introduction to music. So a lot of people, I would say like the people I grew up with, they listen to a lot of like old R&B, a lot of old hip hop, and then I didn't grow up like that.
Right.
My dad listened to a lot of old school like rock music, a lot of classical rock.
Shout
like,
out to Mr. Smith.
yeah, so everything from like
That sounds like somebody listening to rock.
chill. He grew up in like what is it, Connecticut or something like. So yeah. So
That was
he's,
the
If you met
weirdest.
his dad,
weirdest, right?
if you met his dad, like
he's
you'll
like I
understand.
get all my awkwardness from this man, and yeah, he's a funny child. And as I get older, I'm like, you're a weird kid, cause cause my grandma was here, right? She just tell me stories about everything, but when my dad would come up, she just be telling me stories. I'm like listening, and I'm like, you're weird, dude. Like, what? He was saying, like, seeing kids and playing basketball in the streets over there, like, looking at them, like, bro. Anyway, but dad listened to a lot of classical rock, from, like, everything from, like, the 50s and 60s, you know, the Beatles, to, like, Jimi Hendrix, to even the 90s, like, grunge era, to, like, Nirvana. And I actually, like, if I were to pick, like, a certain style of rock, it would be more grunge rock. So, like, grunge rock and rap, that'd be dope. I'm trying to, like, brainstorm ideas to do that. But that's that. And then even like I play a lot of video games too.
Okay.
For sure. You know, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater. Even like
Oh, the whitest.
even
Hey, we're not trying to get canceled.
Oh shit! Damn.
I beg your pardon.
but like
No,
like that's like continuing
Yeah.
like sort of like the rock kind of like kind of I've always listened to rock, so it's like that's always been like part of me. But even like playing 2K for all those years for no reason. I hate 2K. Fuck 2K. But
Oh, yeah, that shit boring as hell.
yeah, it's like I stopped, bro.
I
I'm
don't
not 2K right
co-sign.
now. But like
I
even
like 2K.
right, I tell people like
Man.
I tell people there's two niggas play only like 3 games. 2K
Right.
Madden and Call of Duty. That's it. And they trash it all of them. Like how you play 3 games you still trash it all of them?
Damn.
I'm talking to you too. Anyway, let me stop.
Damn.
But what was I saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, just do video games and listen to that. Even my brother, like he would watch like a lot of BET, because in my household like wants to watch BET, whatever. Like,
What?
Yeah.
BET
That's how it
uncut.
was for me.
My nigga.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, cause it's like when
I
we're
think that's like an ethnic kind of.
I think y'all know my background. I think I shared this before in older videos. Like my background is, you know, my parents are both from Freetown, Sierra Leone, so it's like growing up, it was either African music or reggae. Because my dad was a big Bob Marley fan and whatnot. So it wasn't until like middle school when I started getting into music, and so at this time, people getting on to like Drake. You know, all this, you know, Cash Money, all that. I'm just now getting into the game. So I'm listening to Mike Jones and Chingy for the first time. And I'm like, yo, Mike Jones, like, who is this guy?
Mike
Like,
Jones.
like, and the only other time I get to listen to music is if my mom has VH1 on. And she'll be just having stuff on just because. So it's just like, music wasn't really like that until I got into middle school. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, and yeah, just growing up in like a sort of very different like household, but like I grew up like within like sort of the black community. I don't. It's you know I don't share the same experiences, but I do have you know a lot of similar ones, and it can be kind of difficult to sort of like mesh within that. It kind of makes sense. But yeah.
So I want you to also touch upon your hip hop inspirations too, cause I know, but you're very like you're not more so of the mainstream type of guy. I mean they don't know it yet, but you'll explain to them like kind of who you got into. You can kind of flash off some of your jewelry you got on from that you got the you know. Yeah, was it? Yeah, yeah. So go get into that real quick.
No, like as far as like inspirations, it's too many to name. There's not like really one, I should say for sure. Like like people, I guess like in the beginning, like Kel put me on a Gambino, which is like a very very alternative hip hop artist at the time, especially. But yeah, ever since then I started.
Oh no, don't listen to that shit.
Hey man, hey, don't he look like Gambino?
Sure. No, but
Go ahead, my fault.
yeah, Gambino, and then I just started listening to a next artist after the next artist.
Yeah.
And then I got in the chance after that, and then I started getting. Once I got in the chance, like I started listening to the whole Chicago hip hop scene, which like from everybody from like at the time like Joey Badass, everybody from Say Money, like Tokyo, Big Mensa, Joey Perk, to like the other side, like even like G Herbo or Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? So like the whole Chicago scene I started getting into, and then I've been more recently into like.
If you could collab with any artist, who would it be?
Collab with any artist?
Yeah. Yes, dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Give us
Dead
3.
or alive.
Give us 3. Hey, but it's a cold world. It's a cold world.
This guy. Yo.
Nah, but
this guy.
No, fuck it. No, I'll be head ass. Like it's cold. Okay, for sure.
Okay, cool.
But I really, if I could with Biggie,
Okay.
that'd be crazy.
Okay.
That'd be crazy.
Why Biggie?
Well, you know, besides that one lyric he got, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we not. Hey, what? Hey, chill out. Hey, man, you can't disrespect the go on. It was a different time
That
period.
shit was mad sus.
What did he say?
You thought it so fine. I suck your daddy's dick.
I mean,
What?
Yeah. So who's the third?
Honestly, like Kanye. He's just we're talking musically, strictly like he's a genius.
Man, this whole Kanye thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I don't know. Like, I still like Kanye, old Kanye, new Kanye. I'm just a Kanye fan.
We were just talking about Kanye earlier.
Yeah, like I even watched that Ye documentary on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you haven't? It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It definitely puts it gave me a new perspective on a lot of things that Kanye does, to be honest. Because like from what I've seen, after his mom died, that's when you kind of started to see. I wouldn't even call it a downward spiral, but that's when he kind of like changed. You know.
But I think what people didn't realize when in that docuseries that they did was that they kind of glanced over it, but they touched upon it, but Kanye didn't really. No, I'm not saying cope. He didn't address the issue in a sense where it seemed stable to a lot of people. Now we don't know what he did, on his own or
he executive produced
whatever.
So like he.
What you mean, the docuseries?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
but his friend was the one that was. Yeah, I watched it.
No, I'm saying like Kanye, like he wouldn't put it out if he didn't like it.
I mean, it's not about him not liking it, but I'm saying when they touched upon when his mom died and then afterwards what he did, they just said that he was secluded and then just came back. Or I don't even think he like took a break. He just kept doing what he was doing, like making music, tours and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm not saying that he didn't mourn or he didn't grieve or anything like that in the sense, in our sense and tradition of, oh, you have to go through therapy or this and third. We don't know what he did, but through those actions now that he's doing, and since then, from when his mother died to now, it's like people are kind of using that as, oh, like, Kanye wasn't the same, Kanye was the same, which is true, but at the same time, it's like, all right, well, his mother's death did affect him, but...
All right, so after people listen to your music, how would you want them to feel? Like, how do you want people to feel while listening to your music, or during, or after, whichever?
That's an interesting question. I've never been asked that. I never even thought of that question really. Cause like I guess when I never thought of it, cause like when I make music, I just make it. It's more so. I'll be honest with you. Like I make music for me,
Okay. I was gonna ask that too.
and you know, if it connects to people, people like it. That's awesome. I want that to happen. You know, for sure. Like obviously, I want people to listen to it, but I don't make it specifically for an audience. I just make it. That's my form of expression. To be honest.
I chose, as being a big fan and all, 3 pieces of his that he's done. That just want to share little clips of that for you guys, and then just talk about it. All right. So I think the first piece was Samurai Shampoo. That one was fire. So Samurai Shampoo, man, that, as we heard, man, that was a fire piece. So like with that being said, I know the background and all that went into it, but explain to the viewers that haven't listened to it yet or plan on listening to it, where that came from, just to it, where that came from, just the background, just the backstory of
Because I ain't heard it either.
You just heard it though, right? For sure.
Ah, shit.
So, alright, so Samurai Shampoo, as y'all can hear, it's a fire piece. One of my favorites. So for the viewers that haven't listened to the whole thing yet and plan on listening to it, because we know y'all will and support, give us like the backstory of where that came from and just the process and how it made you feel.
Well, Samurai Shampoo, that was the first song that I actually put out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was sort of like a stepping stone or like a starting line for me. So I kind of look back. But honestly, like, it's funny. It's just funny because a lot of the songs I put out, it's almost like, because I've recorded a lot of songs, but the songs I put out, it's like I make it, it's almost like I get this flood of inspiration and it just kind of comes spilling out. And I'm just like, I got to make it right now. And then most of the songs, like, I'll make within a day, maybe 2. And I record everything myself, and I'm not the best, like, mixer. So it does take, especially at the time, it takes me a little extra longer to actually get the mix in, at least to sound decent. Because I don't think my mixes sound that good. But to make it sound, like, decent and, like, you can listen to it type of deal. But yeah, it just comes out. I'm just talking about shit, man. I mean, honestly, there's some songs let's be talking shit. And there are some sentimental songs as well. But yeah, that was just one of those I was just spitting. And Samurai Shampoo, it's the name of the song, but it's also a name of like an anime that a lot of people probably know about. For sure. Yeah, and that's if you listen to the intro of Samurai Shampoo, it was heavily influenced by that. But yeah, anime is fire. And the funny thing is, if you do watch the anime, there's a lot of heavy hip hop influence in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like a lot of the music in there, it's pretty dope. It's a pretty dope anime for sure.
Yeah. So
Never forget your first. He said that was his first.
Write that down, write that down!
You never forget your first.
hey man, talk about performing it. I know you.
Oh yeah, you did perform it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my god, bro, I was stressing because I got sick that week. Yeah, I got sick that week, and the performance was like a Saturday, and God told me it was like a Thursday, and I was like, fuck. I think it was a Wednesday he told me about it, and I was like, damn, my voice, cause like I had like a real cold, and like it made my voice. I guess it worked out at the end, cause it made my voice like a little extra raspier, but like it was hard for me to like actually rap or do any vocals at a louder sort of like decibel or louder volume, cause if I did, I'll start coughing. I ain't trying to like be up there. Like it got pretty bad too, like coughing fits. But yeah, I made it through. Got a couple shots of me, and just banged it out. To be honest, like that was my first performance like of any of my songs, and like kind of side story. Like I went outside, I was about to go up, I was just killing time, a little nervous, but the organizer was there, and we were just having a conversation. And one of the guys who was with the organizer, because they came from Florida. They drove all the way from Florida. Yeah, shouts to them. But
the Anarchy tour.
Yeah, for sure, Anarchy tour. Yeah, one of the artists here, I think his name is C Vane. I be seeing his content on Instagram. He's a dope artist too, to be honest. He got some couple songs out.
One of my favorites. It's pretty recent compared to Samurai Shampoo. Here's the clip.
Right, no blind, no lie, doing me to the day I die. Some days, some nights, some live and some die. In the name of the samurai, this pen I write. No blind, no lie, doing me to the day I die.
All of my tracks, aphrodisiacs, turning y'all on to the next best act of the next 20XX. Well, at least on the cover of the XXL. Got a tiger in my hand, so I breathe in, then exhale. I'm spitting fire on your ninjas, no jutsu. I puff on reefer, no chakra either. I rock your niggas like Lee do. Your pride is little, your cry to this fiddle. I'ma keep on rhyming till my bones turn brittle. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a beetle. So far behind, y'all still water like a weed do.
Some days, some nights, some live, some die. In the name of the samurai, this pen I write. No blind, no lie, doing me to the day.
It's pretty recent compared to Samurai Shampoo. Here's the clip.
Haha, got it. All right, check. I don't stutter. I do it with ease. My shot's so wet, it's like coke, butter, cheese, or like the father of the mamba. I'm that Joseph Jelly Bean. Flow be so clean. Wordplay so mean. All work and no play. This means you truly never eat. You just hamster wheel shit stains, thinking and going way up. Hamstrings get strained, cause I'm never gonna lay up. I'm just dunking on niggas like, get your weight up. Say what? I don't speak goofy. You can go back to your clubhouse and making and watching movies. Meanwhile, I'm finna kick it with Minnie and roll a doobie, all while loosely tripping.
All right, Coke, butter, cheese.
For sure.
Let's talk. Let's get into that. Let's get into that.
Sure. Coke, butter, cheese. Honestly, like, it was from, I think everybody kind of seen that video, that kid playing 2K.
2K, yeah.
That's what I seen it from. This kid playing 2K, cross niggas up on the court, shoots a shot, Coke, butter, cheese. It just goes in. It was just some stupid video, right? But I just kind of, when I'm writing, I just be thinking about random shit, to be honest. But yeah, it's like the line in there, I use it there. But that was sort of another thing of like me kind of talking shit. It was more so like a writing exercise too. I was really just trying to get into the habit of writing. And that was also after like first time I did a performance. I forget the date. It was like back in August or September. Probably September. After I went there, I had like a lot of inspiration and I wrote like a lot of pieces, and that was one of the pieces that I wrote within that like, kind of week span. But yeah, I use that. I like to use that as an opener if I do go to a performance. And that's my opener. It kind of brings the crowd's attention to you. Okay. And you can just drop this on. Get there with you. Energy there.
Yeah, that was a funny freestyle.
Yeah, I try to, I just try to drop like, there's a lot of references in it I hope people get, but.
For sure, man.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to a lot of musicians, or these people who do write, they always start with like poetry. I never see myself as a writer. I've always been someone who's been into numbers. You know, I like math. That was like my favorite subject in school. You know, that's just me. Writing, science, you know, I was pretty good at it, but but like how old was I? I know my brother started getting into poetry when I was like in maybe elementary school or middle school. I never got into it, but like I would hear his pieces. My sister eventually, my sibling eventually got into it, and they put me onto it a little bit. Never really took it seriously. And fast forward to high school, shout out to Jado, Alex Jado. That's my thing. He's over in I forget where he's stationed at, but he's over in Europe. Yeah. He's been there for a few months, so thank you for your service. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. But he took me to he took me to a couple open mic events, or I said open mic, but spoken word events. And that's when I really started to like, oh, this is fun. And I wrote a piece. No, I was like, oh, this is interesting, and I started writing, and I finished that piece, and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Like, I get it now. This is great, and this is fun. And that's when like the whole poetry journey started.
That was when you joined.
Yeah. Eventually took a break from it, and then got my heart broken and started writing again.
So, like,
you know, it'd be
like,
yeah.
I was about to say, because that's where it kind of like your experiences through life is kind of where it got kickstarted for you, and I felt like that's when you really started to like dive deep inside yourself and like explore those different sides of your feelings and, you know, your experiences through life.
For sure. I think for a lot of artists, it's like their ability to observe the emotions people go through, combined with the ability to sort of like manifest that, whether it be through words, paintings, music. You know, there's art in many ways, even cooking. So it's art's a good thing. It transcends what we typically think it is. And art is everywhere. I think everybody is an artist. They just don't really tap into those thoughts, because those thoughts are can be dark, can be uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. But that's where a lot of your inspiration comes from. But like more importantly, that's where a lot of your healing comes from. But that's another point.
That's why your idol is Kanye, or one of your inspirations. I'm just kidding, but
I'll say idol.
Nah, Kanye is the GOAT.
yeah, but no,
For sure, musically, for sure.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you being on.
Well, y'all, this has been another episode of the Sideline, of course. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? You know, until then, it's your boy C Murder.
It's your boy Kels.
It's Eskimo Quinn.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next episode. Until then, you guys take care. All right, peace.
That's fine, okay. I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests. And I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. And she popped a Tesla, now she gone electric. Okay, alright.
I got something we can say, like you and me can say. We can say, see you next time on the sideline. We can say that.
We gonna say it together?
Yeah, or one of us can say it. So it doesn't sound like
The power of friendship.
The power of friendship. Shit, I was gonna probably put some corny shit in there like that. I mean, we can say it
together.
Yeah.
All right.
Best friends.
Alright, so let's redo it. My fault.
All
So
right.
you can do just take it from the top of the outro.
Alright. Well, y'all, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. You know, episode of the Sideline. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, I'm your boy C Murder.
It's your boy Kels.
Eskimo Quinn.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you next time on the
Yeah, you just say it, bro.
I was trying to sync up with shit.
Alright, you ready? Alright, let's practice this. Alright, it's your boy C Murder. I'm your boy Kels, Eskimo Q, and we'll see you next time on the Sideline.
Okay, we'll see you next time on the Sideline.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as Q's done, we're just gonna go straight to it, like, or give it a second and then go. Or say your part, Q.
It's Eskimo Quinn.
Alright, I'm not gonna say the alright, but.
Okay.
It's Eskimo Quinn.
We'll see you next time on the side.
Yeah, that sounded bad too. Alright.
One more time. I said Disney Channel outro or something.
I'm gonna see Murder. You're watching Disney Channel.
Do.